Crimson Desert should 100% be taken as an example of how future medieval games need to look like in the future in terms of its world, especially for the upcoming Elder Scrolls 6. The world itself, how it feels alive, the different environments, the trees, the leaves, the people, the enemies and the facial expressions, this is what a next-gen project look like. The trailer starts off with different scenes showing the landscapes and it basically looks like real life. There are games that can sometimes be confused with the real world, as with Red Dead Redemption 2 for example, which was misled for real life by many news stations over the past year. But this Crimson Desert may be on a whole new level. All the footage that shows off mountainous ranges, open fields, deserts, forests, castles and sunsets, and also rivers through villages are all beautiful. This reveal definitely came as a massive surprise to me, even though I knew it was coming. I was a bit scared this wasn't going to be the game I expected, since Pearl Abyss is known to make full-on MMORPGs, and that's it, but I was wrong. Now I know there's some couple frame rates issues sometimes in the trailer, but still this project do look like it holds so much promise, and I'm all up for it. Ever since its announcement, Crimson Desert was said to be a MMORPG at heart, but they still add that description saying there is a complete single-player story, so I kept hope. I've never been a huge fan of MMORPGs, but seeing we might be able to play alone, now I was excited. Now it's confirmed there's single player, there's a story with a huge decision-making system that will change the story itself, a ton of quests to do and more. With yesterday's video of my 10 new games that have been revealed, I didn't quite go in depth with Crimson, but with today's video and all the game's new details, we're gonna be going in depth and see what this game is all about. By the way, let me know if you'd be happy to see Elder Scrolls 6 have graphics like this. So first of all, before we go into the new details, Crimson Desert is said to include a full single player or multiplayer storyline with characters to follow, meet and an overall great story. The main character of the game is Macduff, son of Martinus. He's the leader of a ragtag band of mercenaries. Crimson Desert offers an immersive single player campaign, teaming with engaging quests based on the exploits of many mercenaries you'll find available for hire. There will also be a vast amount of content based around a more traditional RPG or MMORPG format. Each character has their own unique backgrounds and tales to tell, affecting everything from the decisions they make to the gear they equip. Now let's get into the new details. Crimson Desert is a war-torn world, containing a vast but divided continent, a harsh desert, cities as dangerous as they are breathtaking. In the world of Crimson Desert, greedy realism often precedes aesthetic beauty. The game tells the story of Pyrewall, a vast continent of divided regions inhabited by people struggling to survive in its ever-changing lands. From the vast plains of Akapon to the inhospitably cold lands of Quidon or the barren desert, each region possesses its own unique beauty and creatures to either meet and befriend or kill and collect. However, you might have to scrape away the grim to see it. As you traverse the cities of Pyrewall, be it the Desert Oasis or Quidon's many locations, mostly part of the Land of the Wolf, expect to encounter filthy alleys, destitute hovels, and marketplace language that would even make a troll blush. Each location has its own unique character that is both fantastical and grounded in gritty realism. Will you explore these strange new lands alone or venture into them with other players? However you decide to explore these ancient mysteries, just remember that whether you intend to or not, your actions will influence the story of Pyrewall. The decisions you make alone or with friends will change everything, the world and its story. In Crimson Desert, a new generation of weapons has emerged alongside the old pistols beside swords, cannons beside axes, and even hand-mounted cannons. Furthermore, the advent of the mysterious art of alchemy has allowed some gifted practitioners to imbue these already deadly weapons with additional abilities. Suffice to say, you will never be short of a weapon or two in the world of Crimson. With a vast range of weapons and countless customization options, what you wield and how you wield it all depends on the type of warrior you want to be. But you better be ready soon, for not all is what meets the eye in the world of Crimson Desert. Alongside the heralding of a new age of warfare, tales are also spoken of beings from a distant world, perhaps even a world that exists in a time yet to be. So make sure you're well armed for the journey ahead. Not everyone will be prepared to endure the trials and tribulations unleashed by your enemies, answer your calling, and lead a band of battle-hardened mercenaries against those who seek your downfall, and decide if they die or not. You won't be able to take on the many threats that exist across the lands alone, but you're in luck since you have a group of your own mercenaries to rely on, which will either be NPCs or other players. It's your choice. The King of Temenis, unifier of lands, lies in a coma. In the ensuing power of Acume, those who have suffered under his iron rule now seek to exploit his weakness. Some who have felt the oppression of his conquest seek only independence, but others dream of gaining their own absolutist rule. In this time of turmoil, you will not survive against such powerful foes alone. You better assemble a team. You must travel the world if you wish to find the most battle-hardened fighters to form your mercenary company. But to earn the trust of such esteemed warriors, you must first become one yourself. Every mercenary you meet will have their own story to tell, and their own unique reasons for choosing this path. If you wish to shape these warriors into an elite fighting unit and hear those tales, you will need to earn their respect first. Only then will they fight under a single banner, yours. The justice of those who dream a ruling is often distorted by desire. In Crimson, you will learn to survive against a threat of mythical beasts, maniacal rulers, and hostile mercenaries. As you traverse Pyrrole, you will find that threats abound in all shapes and sizes, be it the so-called just rulers promoting their own distorted brand of justice built on a foundation of death and bloodshed, or the hostile forces threatening your lands both from within and from afar, such as a certain desert-based cult that worships a powerful ancient god. If you're lucky, you might only encounter one of the ferocious mythical beasts that have awakened from their eternal slumber by the wars of humans, the dragons, which can definitely be enemies, or friends if you'd like, and rival. Though of course, luck is a matter of perspective in this instance. As you travel through Powell, be sure of one thing: many dangers awaits you in the world of Crimson Desert. Pearl Abyss says the world will include numerous biomes that range from cold desert lands to cities. The story again will focus on Macduff, a mercenary leader fighting to reclaim their land. Combat is centered around utilizing various weapons and fighting styles against enemies, either in 1v1 combat or against a massive group. Boss fights, meanwhile, will pit the protagonist Macduff against large mythical creatures. Pearl Abyss is also promising dungeons, puzzles, massive siege battles, and even flying on mythical mounts. So make sure you all let me know what you think of the game and if you're excited for it. I know I am. Now of course make sure to drop a like if you want to see more of it, and subscribe to stay tuned. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks to Spacebeer Gaming, Rush Shingbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23, and Kianzo Fagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.